is Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews Everything, and today we are going to review the Aviron Strong Series rower. The Aviron Strong Series rower is actually replacing the Aviron Tough Series rower as their premium model, and this is a part of Aviron's smart rowing machine lineup. Now, I'm super excited to get into this rower because this rower offers a couple unique things that I haven't seen a lot of other rowers do. Things like the fact that it has magnetic and air resistance. It also offers a ton of games and workouts, some scenic rowing like guides, a lot of fun programming. If you have kids, they're wanting to be a part of your gym, your workout time, just being around you, I think that they would actually love this rower. It's got a ton of games. My kids would really enjoy being outside, working with me, and just being able to utilize a fun interactive rowing machine like this. Now, before we get into the Aviron Strong Series rower, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can keep seeing videos like this. And if you like the product we review, make sure to use the link below the like button to purchase. This does give us a small commission, helps us continue to bring you great videos like this, and it's no added cost to you. Last thing before we get into it, we want you to know this product was sent to us by the company. However, that does not change our honest review. We're always gonna tell you the good, the bad, in between, so let's get into it. So it's really crazy to think the progression that home gyms have made over the last 10 years. I mean, when you think back just 10 years ago, you would maybe find dumbbells, some resistance bands, maybe a treadmill or piece of cardio equipment. Now home gyms are decked out, have fancy squat racks, cable machines, and often smart technology. So when it comes to this Aviron Strong Series rower, it is a smart machine. It has a 22-inch HD rotating touchscreen that is loaded with lots of games, workouts. You can also track all of your metrics. It also has scenic guided rowing experiences, which is really fun to be able to use. Now, I will say that if you're somebody who is wanting to train seriously, you are wanting to maybe be competitive with rowing or take your training to the next level, I don't know if I would totally recommend this rower. However, if you are looking for a fun, interactive way to get some fitness in, and I promise you it will give you a good workout, I would definitely check this out. Now, I was actually pleasantly surprised when I tried this. I am used to training on the Concept 2. I love the Concept 2. That's kind of like a no-brainer or no surprise. When I tried these games, I was actually pretty out of breath. I was surprised at how hard the games continue to challenge me. It was a really fun way to experience rowing in a new way. In fact, one of our team members had her dad use this rower. He actually ended up losing like 40 pounds. He wasn't somebody who was looking to be super fit or train super hard, but just needed a challenge in a fun way. He used the games, he used the workouts, and ended up losing 40 pounds, which is pretty amazing. And I think a huge reason for that is because it doesn't feel like a typical workout. It's actually really fun, and you get pretty involved and into it. Aviron actually has two different rowers available for purchase. You have the Strong Series rower and then the Impact Series rower. Now, while there isn't a ton of difference between the two, there are a few, and we're gonna get into that. The first one to mention is that the Strong Series rower is about $300 more, coming in at about $2,500. The Strong Series rower does not fold up, although it can be stored upright. It also has built-in wheels at the front, and it makes it a little bit easier to move around or navigate from room to room if that's what you wanna do. It weighs 125 pounds, so definitely not the lightest rower that we have seen, but certainly not the heaviest. I'll also mention this is not the most compact rower. I mean, you're definitely gonna have to allow space for this rower. It's 7 feet long, 27 inches wide, and 4 feet tall. So if you are wanting to keep this in an apartment, I don't know if that would be the best option. You definitely wanna have space for this rower. On the other hand, the Impact rower does fold up, so it does take up less space. Now, they both boast the same programming, and they both have that 22-inch rotating touchscreen and a lot of the same programming. Another kind of benefit to the Strong Series rower versus the Impact rower is its weight capacity. It actually has over 100 pounds on the Impact rower, so the Strong Series rower weight capacity is 507 pounds. Definitely not 508 pounds, has to stay at 507 pounds. I don't know why, but that is what it says on the website. It also can accommodate somebody who is 6 feet 8 inches, so a tall person, lots of people are gonna be able to use this rower. Before we continue on with more of the details, make sure to comment below. Have you used this rower? Have you used the interactive gaming on it? What are your favorite games on this rower? Let us know in the comments. One thing that initially caught my attention and something that I was really impressed by was how smooth the rower felt. It felt really solid. There was no shakiness during my drive. Everything felt consistent, and I really enjoyed how everything felt. The other cool thing about this is that it goes from a 1 to a 16 on resistance, and depending on what workout or what game you choose, the machine will automatically change resistance depending on what you need. I also think this would be a great rower for somebody who maybe struggles with some mobility or getting super low to the ground. I mean, the seat almost feels like you could just take a seat on a regular sized chair. It comes off pretty high off the ground and isn't hard to get into. The other thing I really enjoyed is the fact that you can move your feet further or closer together, just with a simple knob on the side, just depending on where you feel most stable and comfortable during your row. And I also want to just mention that isn't something that I've seen on, I don't think, any other rower before. So kind of unique, and I think it just adds a lot of variety to the rowing. So even though this rower uses magnetic and air resistant, I would say it definitely felt more like a magnetic rower to me. So if you're somebody who enjoys the feel of a water rower or an air rower, you might not enjoy the feel of this one as much. I prefer an air rower just because it feels a little bit more organic to maybe a true rowing experience. There's resistance the whole way through, and I really enjoy that aspect. With the magnetic rower, this one in particularly, everything felt super smooth, and it almost felt like too good in my mind. So it just really depends on how you feel. I just prefer the feel of an air rower. And that could just be due to the fact that I have spent so many meters, so many miles on an air rower. It's definitely just my personal preference. Another thing I was a little uncertain about with the Strong series particularly is that the handlebar actually rotates. Now, I didn't particularly love that feature. I also found that the padding on the handlebar made my hands pretty hot and sweaty right off the get-go. I definitely prefer something like the Concept 2 handlebar, but I just don't think it's the worst option I found either. With the handlebar being able to move a little bit and shift around, I don't think it's super ideal for rowing, but the one cool thing is you are actually able to do like upright rows or bicep curls, and having the handlebar be able to move a little bit actually is really beneficial to those movements. So the Aviron Strong Series rower comes with a 10-year warranty on the frame and a 1-year warranty on parts. It's also able to use Bluetooth connectivity, so if you want to listen through your headphones to streaming services, you can listen through your headphones. It's compatible with major streaming services such as Hulu, Prime Video, Spotify, and more. Through the Aviron membership, you're actually able to access a huge library of like 500 plus games, workouts, guided workouts, and many more things available through that membership. You can add, follow friends. You can also hop onto workouts with other people in the community in real time to enjoy the rowing experience together. And the membership, again, allows you to access streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, like I mentioned earlier. So the Aviron membership is $25 biannually or $29 if you decide to have it billed monthly. With the membership, I mean, it does cost less than something like you would find with a Peloton. However, the focus is really on the games for this. You're gonna have access to lots of games and a lot of workouts. And again, those like guided, fun rowing experiences, not so much a studio-led fitness class. Overall, I think this is actually a great rower, especially if you are wanting some fun, new, interactive way to bring fitness into your life at a more frequent basis. I think that if you can afford it and you have the space, I would definitely check it out. I don't think this is a great fit for somebody who's wanting to take training seriously, is limited on budget, or limited on space. Again, comment below, let us know what you think of this rower. Do you think it's worth the cost? Do you think the games are worth it? Let us know in the comments. We'll see you back here next time. This has been Lindsay. Thanks a lot.